So hey guys, Magnus here. It's pretty late right now, so I've got to be quiet. I can't be so flamboyant in this video, but so yeah. But of course, what just released right now is we got the music event, or as it should be rightfully called, the Homerpalooza event. Really cool with this event. I've got a few, literally probably so far, I'm really happy. I've only got one downside to this entire event. Really cool. We all kind of predicted it be on this day, or at least not. Well, I didn't publicly say that, but a lot of people predicted it would be on this day, and I thought, yeah, this day seemed pretty legit. But it came quite late on where I am anyway. But that's okay, because I'll review it anyway for you guys. So, of course, I'm going to go through all the different things. We'll talk about the structure of the event. We'll talk about all the different components of the event. And then we'll go into characters and we'll go into buildings. So it's really weird, really cool. And, of course, before I get into it, I just need to mention, they finally added Bleeding Gums Murphy. We were expecting it, but we finally got him, goddammit. Finally. So, I'm just really glad that we got him. I'm kind of a bit annoyed that he's not running the event. That's probably one of my big criticisms about that, but we'll get into it later. So, first of all, just want to quickly talk about the prizes. So, of course, as you can see here, we've got the obvious act prizes. They've been doing the acts for ages, so can't really criticize it too much. So far, in terms of Act 1, it was okay, but we did get a character in the middle. Our fourth prize was actually a character, which is really weird because we often don't get characters, in the middle. Of course, he's kind of one of these weird characters, and that's the thing with this. We've got a load of characters who are really forgettable, like Nick Delacourt. Not sure exactly if he, of course, these guys I think are from the Homerpalooza event, so it's pretty cool. But so I'm not going to complain too much because I do like all these characters. It's cool that we got all these characters, but I do have to say a lot of these characters I really don't know. But that's okay, because basically they've structured the prizes. So basically the prize acts, all the acts are structured in a way where we're going to be getting, essentially, the first act is a rock act, the second act is a pop act, and the third act is a hip-hop act. So it's a really lovely structure. I really like this idea. I thought about this the other day. I was thinking I really should have made a video on that and my ideas and talked about each act being a different genre, and that would have been perfect. And I love this. I love the structure, how each act is a different genre. So I definitely give them thumbs up for that. Really cool. Really like that idea. Anyway, moving on, crafting. Of course, we got some Quickie Mart merch, I think it was, which is kind of weird, but basically that gives you crafting, which is kind of cool. I don't like the whole level up system. I really am not a fan of the level up system. I wish they'd just ditch that and just make it so we can choose what we want to craft. I would prefer it if we had the freedom to choose what we wanted to craft first, and not this whole level up stuff, because I really hate it. But yeah, whatever. Crafting is pretty cool anyway. There's lots of cool stuff in there. A lot of it is stuff like lights and concert, and as you can see there, we've got the duff fences and the duff tent and stuff like that. Really awesome. We kind of got a mini game. I wouldn't say it's a mini game though. It's something similar that we've got before. But basically, we have the rock stage, and you can send people. For example, you can send Homer, as you can see here, to go jam out on the rock stage. You can also send people to the Simpsons house to rock out as well, which is pretty awesome. You can send 4 characters at a time, and this is how you earn the tickets, essentially the currency of this event. Really cool little mini game. And of course, you also have to, or you get to, actually level up your people. So of course, you start off with a 3.5 star character, and then you level them up slowly until you get a 5-star character. So I like that. I do think that is a pretty cool thing. I do like a good mini game, but that is also a really cool system. I love that. It reminds me a lot of the superheroes event and also the tap ball event. So I do actually like that they've brought that back. Mini games are cool, like I said, but it's cool to get them. We've also got this really weird thing called the Weird Al prizes. So I'm not a massive fan of this. I think it's okay, but we don't really get much out of it. So basically, in the rock prizes, you get extra cuffs, you get extra festival tickets, and you get the Weird Al Yankovic as a character, who's a weird character, very weird character, because I don't actually understand where that person's from. I think it's from the Homerpalooza. I haven't watched that episode in a long time. I probably should have watched it over. Might be from that. I'm not too sure, but whatever. There are those prizes. There's literally only 3 prizes. Don't know. I presume it will be the same in the pop and the hip hop, but it appears you're just unlocking tasks, I think, for Weird Al. So I'm not a massive fan of that, but whatever. They've added it in. It's okay, I guess. Another thing I want to quickly touch on, is they gave us 2 strips of land, which I think is awesome. I really need land at the minute. I don't need much. I literally need 1 block because I'm over that much. I literally need 1 little block, not even a block, like half a block, and my town will be complete. So I'm glad that we've got 2 giant strips. Of course, they're adding us a lot of content, so we kind of need 2 large strips. So yeah, I do like that. Very cool. And then we'll get into characters. So characters are important. Very important characters. So let's go. So first of all, we got one new one in the Churchy Joes, and this is Rachel Jordan. Of course, she is a Christian folk song singer, so that's really cool to get. If you look in the helpful guest stars, that's where you get Weird Al. So that's another weird character. I'm not really too familiar on that. And then here you have a load. So you have a rock out Otto, as I'm just going to call it, as you can see there. Pretty cool. And then there's all these Homerpalooza characters. So honestly, I'm just going to have to quickly get up a picture for you guys because I don't know their names. And I want to tell you their names. Hang on. Bear with me. Sorry. Bad video. Okay, so we have Shredder Stevens. The guy I've unlocked, as you can see there, is Freddie Freeman, the one on the right. The one next to him is Peter de Barazui, or whatever the hell his name is. And then across, yeah. I don't know what that. Nick Delacour is that other one. And then if we go across, sorry about this. Yeah, if you go across, this bit was badly structured, but it's okay. You see the other guy. Yeah, that guy. Anyway, moving on. The big character that we've all cared about. I sorry about that whole jumble up there. The character that we all care about, Bleeding Gums Murphy. So yes, this was a cool character to get, and I'm glad we got him. However, one little criticism of Bleeding Gums Murphy. I thought it would have been awesome if he was the person who was kind of running this event. And of course, the fact he's jazz, that's kind of like a neutral genre, we could say. Maybe he's exploring genres, I don't know. But I really wish they did something else with him. They actually had, so he wasn't just a premium thing that you could get. I really wished he was the person who ran the event, and that's a problem for me. I think that would have made it so much more cooler. The fact that we got him is cool enough, but I just think it would have made his character a lot better. I mean, I'm okay with him being premium, but you know, it's just annoying because I was hoping that he would be the runner, the kind of ruler of this event, almost. But whatever. It's done and gone now. It's a bit disappointing, like I said, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Moving on. We got the Homerpalooza pop category. So here we've got Alaska, Nebraska. We've got the Michael Jackson parody guy. I don't know his name, but then we've got JT Smash, as you can see there, the guy, the Navy guy who obviously uses Bart and that to try and recruit to the Navy, and then you've got like a dancing stage light, which is kind of funny, and then another category is the Homerpalooza hip hop category. We got obviously like a hip hop Bart there. We got like is it Pimp Cletus or something like that? I presume that's probably what it's called, but it looks like a pimp. And then we get again this other rapper whose name is Alactaraz, something like that, I don't know, but whatever. Some rapper that Bart likes. I think he's a parody of, I don't know who he's meant to be a parody of. In some ways, he almost looks like a parody. I originally thought it was Snoop Dogg, but then I realised that looks nothing like Snoop Dogg. Anyway, moving on. We have a Flaming Moe's as a costume. Just wanted to, there was a skin for the building. Just want to quickly touch on this because I really like this. Really cool skin to have for Moe's because of course I remember it. One of my favourite episodes. So really cool to get that. Moving on, and finally, well, the final picture anyway, the final screenshot I got for you. Just showing you off a few of the items. You can see there that you got the jazz hole. You got the Angry Mods, you got the Quickie merch stuff, the Duff Centre, you got the Rock Stage, ignore the Springfield Dry Cleaners and the HMO, but you got the Buzz thing, you got the Sungazer tour bus, the Devil thing, so and some of the stage lights are down there, and the Rock and Roll camp thing, so really cool, and the pig balloon as well, so some really cool stuff. Obviously I can't show you all because not all of it's out yet, but that's just a little preview of some of the stuff. But anyway, let's get back to the sorry about that, to the splash screen. And also, that's probably another thing I should have talked about. I really do love this splash screen. I know it's kind of weird and it's kind of unusual actually. It's very odd for Tap to actually do something like this, because usually they have, you know, Homer and the finger, but they have implemented the finger, the sky thing. You can see it there being on the drum. You got Homer, you got the family, but I do love the whole funky kind of arty style of it, and also the logo's changed a little bit as well. But yeah, very cool splash screen. So overall, what do I think? Well, it's really good so far. I am actually quite impressed. I think possibly there's a few characters I would have liked. I'm really glad we're getting JT Smash. Really glad we got Bleeding Gums Murphy, apart from that one criticism I had with him, because I was hoping he would be the person who'd run this event, and that's probably my only criticism of this whole event. It would have been beautiful if they had someone run the event, because that's what I think makes a really good event. The reason Destination Springfield was so good, or one of the reasons Destination Springfield was so good for me, is because Norbert Van Houten ran the event, and he was the ruler of the event in some cases, and that's why I like what I like about major events. I like it when they have someone who runs the event for us. I kind of think that Weird Al in some ways is the ruler of this event, which is a strange character to have run the event. It would have been better if it was Bleeding Gums Murphy, but whatever. Like I said, very cool. I really do enjoy it. I think there's a lot of characters they've given us. A lot of them are kind of no-namers, and I guess that it might be a problem to some, but that's okay, because they've also given us a lot of pretty cool characters, like Rachel Jordan. I am really glad we're getting her. The Michael Jackson guy, the one who pretends to be Michael Jackson anyway, and it turns out he's not Michael Jackson. Well, the fact we're getting him is really cool. Again, another really rememberable character. So yeah, the rapper guy, I think I do remember him at least from an episode, so whatever, we're getting him. Not like I know him that much. All the Rock characters were pretty lame. I'll give them that. I don't really know them very well, or at least I don't remember them very well. JT Smash is another one I'm really glad we're getting. Really love the episode he was in. And finally, Alaska, Nebraska. And it wasn't amazing. It wasn't that of an amazing character, but of course she was voiced by Ellen Page, I think. I think it was Ellen Page, but yeah, cool character to get. So overall, I'm really glad that we got a lot of stuff, and like I always sort of talk about with these big events, and I said the same for Destination Springfield, and I also said the same for the Time Traveling Toaster event. This really does set itself up for a part 2. And that's what's beautiful about this event. There's plenty of stuff they can add still. I was kind of hoping Bill and Marty would have been added, because that would have made it perfect. Because then it would have brought us 3 characters on my top 20 character list that I really want in the game. Bill and Marty could have been pretty good leaders as well, because of course they are both radio hosts, and what you play on the radio, of course you play music. I thought that would have been pretty cool if they made those guys the leader of the event. Anyway, I'm just rambling, but overall, I am really happy about this event. I do think it is a good contender for Destination Springfield. Almost, I probably wouldn't say it is as good as Destination Springfield. I still think Destination Springfield is much better, but they've at least done the music event right. And I was thinking it might be a disaster if they were to just clam shit together and just hope it would work, but they really haven't. They've really proven themselves. They have really done a solid at this event, and overall I think it is really cool. So of course that's it for you. That's it for this video, guys. What I will do, of course, after Act 2 is out, I will do my kind of thoughts so far video, where I'll talk about what do I think so far. Do I you know, do I agree with my thoughts originally? So do I agree with my thoughts now? Because you never know, Act 2 might be complete garbage and it might put me off the whole event. You never know what might happen. So I will talk about my thoughts so far, and of course then I'll do my overall review when I do my content list. That's when I review pretty much every little item. Obviously I couldn't show you all the crafting items, so I do apologise. Couldn't be arsed really. And plus it's really late and I was wanting to go to sleep, but this came out so I couldn't. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and also if you want, my Q&A is already out for you guys, so you can go watch that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts on the event, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.